Hi, my name is Nan Travers, and I am the Director of Collegewide Academic Review at SUNY Empire State College. Welcome to the Prior Learning Assessment Professional Development Series. These videos are funded by the SUNY Training and Education in Advanced Manufacturing TACT grant. This video is an overview of prior learning assessment. So why PLA and why now? There are many efforts currently in higher education to help students return to college and complete their degrees. President Obama has challenged every American to commit to at least 1 year of higher education and has set a goal by 2020 to place the United States as the country with the highest college graduation rates in the world. The Lumina Foundation has also challenged higher education to increase the proportion of Americans with high-quality credentials to 60% by the year 2025. In both challenges, prior learning assessment has been named as a strategy for helping adults complete their degrees sooner at lower costs. The U.S. Department of Education also encouraged community colleges to provide PLA opportunities through the TACT grants as part of the grant's RFPs. Prior learning assessment provides students with lots of different kinds of opportunities. First, students can earn college credit for learning outside of the classroom. Recognizing students for what they know can make a big difference in students' persistence. Some of the research on persistence and graduation indicate that when students feel connected to a college or university, they are more likely to persist. By recognizing their learning, we actually give them a reason to finish their studies. PLA also helps students complete degrees sooner at lower costs by not requiring them to take courses for learning they have already acquired. Typically, we think of adult students taking advantage of the different PLA options. Adult students have often a vast knowledge originating from professional learning experiences, volunteer and community experiences, personal research, and other types of learning experiences. There are also younger students who have prior college-level knowledge. Some homeschooled students have dived deeper into topics beyond what is expected at the high school level. Some students have engaged in dual enrollment programs or AP classes, but didn't elect for college credit at the time. Also, with the widespread use of the internet, many younger students have studied topics on their own, such as computer programming. In addition, current students at your institution may have acquired additional learning above and beyond classroom learning through service learning projects or further research. Prior learning assessment is not just for the older student. When we talk about a PLA process, there are 3 stages regardless of how the prior learning is assessed. The first is that we have to recognize students' learning, and students have to recognize their own learning. Higher education is used to recognizing learning that takes place in the classroom, but not learning that was acquired from other sources. Students are also not used to the process of recognizing their own learning and being able to articulate that learning. The next stage is a validation process. These range from a standardized assessment, such as a CLEP exam, to a portfolio process whereby the student documents the learning and provides evidence. Not only is the learning validated, but it also is being validated at a college level. That means that the assessment criteria must be aligned to that used within an institution to determine if any learning is college level. The third part of the process is to credential the learning. That is, credit awarded for the learning and can be applied to the degree, certification, or diploma. This is the conclusion of this video on the overview of prior learning assessment. We thank you for watching the video and hope that you will continue to watch others in the Prior Learning Assessment Professional Development Series. For more information, you can also contact us at suny.real@esc.edu. These videos are funded by the SUNY Training and Education in Advanced Manufacturing TACT grant. Thank you. Hi, my name is Nan Travers, and I am the Director of Collegewide Academic Review at SUNY Empire State College. Welcome to the Prior Learning Assessment Professional Development Series. These videos are funded by the SUNY Training and Education in Advanced Manufacturing TACT grant. PLA has been around for over 80 years. Its roots began in the United States, and the first types of PLA were through the college entrance exams, CLEP and AP. One noteworthy date is 1945, which is the close of World War II. This is the beginning of military credit being evaluated by the American Council on Education for both high school equivalency and college credits. Later in the 1970s, there was considerable efforts made by higher education institutions and agencies to help adult learners return to college and obtain degrees. As part of that effort, the Cooperative Assessment of Experiential Learning project began. This later became the Council on Adult and Experiential Learning, CALE, one of the key organizations focused on prior learning assessment. CALE's initial work included researching adult learner practices at institutions across the United States. From this research, CALE's 10 standards for assessing learning was developed. These standards are considered the gold standards for conducting prior learning assessment and should be considered when establishing a prior learning assessment program at your institution. These standards can be found on the CALE website, www.cael.org. The full URL is on this slide. You should also consult your regional accreditation organization's standards for any specific requirements regarding prior learning assessment. PLA is not just one method or tool. There are many different types of PLA methods. There are three main categories of PLA: traditional transfer credit, pre-evaluated learning, and internal assessment practices. Many people don't think of traditional transfer credit as prior learning assessment, but in many ways it is. The learning has been acquired prior to the student attending your institution, and in the transfer process, there is a decision that is being made whether these credits are transferable, that they apply to the degree, and that they are at a college level. The second type of PLA is pre-evaluated learning. The evaluation happens prior to the student engaging in the assessment. For example, a CLEP exam is developed, tested, scored, and a credit recommendation determined before students engage in taking the test. Students know the credit recommendation and the assessment criteria before engaging in the exam. In addition to standardized exams, pre-evaluated learning includes military credit and learning that the American Council on Education or the National College Credit Recommendation Service has also evaluated. The third type of PLA is an internal evaluation within your own institution. The two typical formats are the portfolio assessment that's based on the individual's knowledge and challenge exams. In the portfolio process, the student assembles a portfolio that documents their learning and provides different kinds of evidence that is then evaluated for credit. Challenge examinations are developed by your own faculty. Students take the challenge exam in order to demonstrate that they have achieved the learning that is expected within a specific course. This is the conclusion of this video on the overview of prior learning assessment. We thank you for watching the video and hope that you will continue to watch others in the Prior Learning Assessment Professional Development Series. For more information, you can also contact us at suny.real@esc.edu. These videos are funded by the SUNY Training and Education in Advanced Manufacturing TACT grant. Thank you.